where I'm at right now, talking to you. Even if I was to go back in time and subscribe to the comic from the very first issue and still be subscribing to this day, I'd still be talking to you as we speak. Get what I'm saying, folks? Get what I'm saying? I'm saying that this whole Genesis thing is more like Back to the Future than we think it is. Think of it that way, folks. Think of it that way. If you're at Sega.com and you are a member there, point that out to people. If you're a member at BumbleKing.com message boards, go to that side of Mobius section and point that out to people. If you're a member of the Sonic Stadium, go to Sonic Discussion section, point that out to people. Not Whole Village, point it out to people. Saturday Morning Sonic, point it out to people. FUS, Fans United for Sat AM site, go to their message board, point it out to people. Because, folks, that's all it is. Again, you take a look at the Back to the Future movies. Let's take a look at another example. When Biff, the old geezer Biff, went back in time when the Doc and Marty weren't looking, and he stole the DeLorean. He went back to 1985 and he altered things. In that 1985, Marty's father was dead. But when Marty and the Doc went back in time and fixed things, but while they were there, though, in that alternate 1985, they fixed things, and things went back to the status quo. Fans, that's all Genesis is. It's nothing more than a Back to the Future story. And I guarantee you, if you point that out at BumbleKing.com, Ian, I have respect for the guy. He's a great writer. I've had problems with him, but I guarantee you, Ian might ban you. That's right. He might ban you because you figured it out. What I'm saying, folks, is it's just my theory. It's just my thought. But this is what I believe. This is what I feel, not what I think about it. Because you got to add all that together. When they say it's a temporary reboot, it's an experimental reboot. And when, especially at the end of the article, he says we're going to pick up where we left off in 225. Folks, it's nothing more than a reboot. That's done in the style of Back to the Future, except without the DeLorean. That's all it is. That's all it is, folks. It's nothing more than a temporary reboot done in the style of Back to the Future. I'm not kidding. And I know this might be a multi-part audio video, but you know what? I think I finally figured it out, and I think a lot of you know it. A lot of you know it. You know? So I'm just going to leave you guys with that. Think about it. Think about what I said, folks. Because I think it makes a lot of sense. It's got to make a lot of sense because I just think it's too ironic. It just sounds too familiar. Think about everything I've pointed out here, folks. Think about those highlights the Bumble King user, Squeaky Boots 13, pointed out. Think about what other people like KKM said. T-Cat said. Badnick said. Think of all that, folks. And I think you'll realize that everything all equals up to what I've just mentioned. It's nothing more, folks, than a temporary reboot done in the Back to the Future style. Think about it, folks. It's nothing more than a reboot done in the Back to the Future style. Think about it, folks. I'm going to leave you with that. Comment down below at the end of each one of these videos. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I'm right. If I'm on to something. And again, if you're a member of the Bumble King forums and all these Sonic related forums that talk about the comic book, point it out to point it out to everybody else if I don't get a chance to. Because I can tell you this, they might agree. And that's what I'm going to leave you with right now, folks. And I'll talk to you later.